Oh, it says we're live.
Oh, we're showing us. Maybe just a laugh.
My phone, but it doesn't show us.
Yeah, same here. I wonder if there's just a lag. I don't know.
It looks like.
Oh, now I see us. Now I need to. How do I mute this? I guess I can just turn the sound on my phone. I just wanted to have the chat up because I feel like sometimes the chat, like, it keeps up better
on your phone
here than on here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hello.
So,
hi. We had some hiccups and we think there's probably a little bit of a lag.
Yeah.
But we're live
here. And hopefully some of you are here too. At least, I don't know. That's me. There's one like I'm on. The 2022 If You Got It, Read It challenges, which we did where you can download the new challenges, and we thought we'd just go through them,
talk about them, and tell you guys what the bonus challenges are.
And if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, just let us know. Also,
21 challenges.
Yes.
I lost track of that sentence halfway through.
Should we do that first, or
yeah,
okay,
let's do it.
We had a whole 4 people and I wrote everyone's names down on a little piece of paper, so I'm just gonna
shake
them up,
give it a shake,
and then you draw one.
I will draw this one. Maybe. Jesus.
Did I fold it too well?
No, I'm just... Gary Water.
And we did last year, which is if you're in the US, you have a choice between a care package from us or a gift card to the bookstore of your choice. And if you're international, it'll be a gift card to the bookstore of your choice because international shipping.
Figure out how we want to do that.
Hello, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
Happy New Year. So some of them will be repeats, but everyone can find books on their shelves to fit the prompts. But as always, if you can't, or some of these prompts just don't work for you, feel free to change them up.
Y'all know we're flexible with the rules.
Yeah,
we're not sticklers.
Yeah.
So
also, can you see Caligula?
He is
joining us in the background there.
Snooze.
Being a sad boy. I hear Stardew Valley noises in the background. That's my boyfriend playing Stardew Valley. So, all right. Should we just go through the challenge?
Let's jump in, man. So the first challenge is to read a book that you meant to read last year.
So that's a repeat. Hello, Erin.
Hi, Erin.
The next one is read an underhyped book.
Yes.
Also a repeat.
And then read a borrowed book. The library totally counts. So multicolored book.
Yeah, or one of your most.
Or most multicolored books. Hello.
Katie Medic. Next is read a book by an author who is not from your country.
Have someone else choose a book from your shelf to read. Oh, I just thought I want my house to like do work, and somebody's like, "Hey, man, come here and pick a book out off of this for me." It'd be funny.
Next is read a book that's not
first name.
Yes.
Or by the name that you go by or whatever.
Yeah. And if your first name starts with like X or something, then you could go with your middle or last name or
make it work. Make it work for you.
Read a book that you have a fond memory of getting.
Give an author a second chance. You have to be an author you
read your longest book or a book over 500 pages.
Read your shortest book or a book 100 pages.
It says our connection is unstable.
Me too, connection.
Yeah.
Me too.
Next, read a book you aren't sure you'll like.
randomly and
A year that is meaningful to you.
read a predicted 5-star read.
Read a book with a cover that you would frame and put on your wall.
Read a book you've had forever but won't get rid of.
Read a book that's set somewhere you'd like to travel.
Read a book by one of your favorite authors.
And lastly, we have a favorite challenge of ours that we put in a lot of.
Yes.
We put in half a weenathon pretty much every year, which
Every
is read a book that's been made into a movie or a TV show and then watch that movie or show. You don't have to watch the whole TV show, just an episode.
Let's
or
not
whatever.
get crazy.
But yeah.
But yeah, and
Yeah,
they do have-
there's so many books that have been adapted now that surely everyone probably has one on their shelf.
and there's some that like have like loose adaptations because like
Yeah.
Haunting of Hill House has like shit tons of adaptations.
Yeah.
that are like loosely based, but
And a lot of classics have very
loosely
like Clueless is based on Emma by Jane Austen.
and
you know?
what like 10 Things I Hate About You is
Yeah,
Taming of the Shrew
Shakespeare,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, so make it work for you.
Right.
But then we do have a couple of bonuses. We have 3 bonuses also. So the first bonus challenge is to read books with color and then finish a series. So you don't have to like start and finish a series, but if you've previously started a series and you still need to finish it, knock that bitch out.
Yeah. Or you can start and finish it.
Or you can start and finish it. Be ambitious.
But bonus challenges are totally optional. You do not have to do those. But that's it. That's all the challenges we have for 2022. If you have any thoughts or questions or whatever, let us know. But otherwise, maybe we can talk a little bit, reflect on 2021, about how we did on the 2021 challenges or just the year in general.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the wheels fell off of my year about halfway through it.
2021 was rough.
It was a shit show, bro. Like it was like mild to moderately disastrous.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not showing me though. I was
And
trying to
doing-
keep up on here, but it's not.
It's not showing.
Maybe if I reopen it. Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
There we go.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. So what about you? What about your 2021?
Well, reading wise, it was okay. I did just barely finish my If You Gotta Read It challenge. I had to do some finagling, but I made it work.
Okay.
So I did actually finish this year. I didn't finish last year.
I didn't finish this year. Or 2021 I did not finish.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for, I did only count physical books last year because I could not focus on reading
Yeah.
to save my life. But yeah, it was a rough year.
It was rough. Like I barely finished my Goodreads goal. And also like were it not for audiobooks, I finished my Goodreads goal, which was 60 books. So yeah. And then this year, like I'm not off to a good start reading wise. Like I have not finished
Yeah.
a book yet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've finished 1 physical book and 2 audiobooks.
I need to get on it. Like I need to find a good audiobook to listen to while I'm working, but my focus is shit. And I honestly think, this is my theory, could be completely batshit, but I cut way down on my caffeine this month.
Mhm.
And I have ADHD and I'm not medicated for my ADHD, but I think the caffeine helps manage the ADHD
Mhm.
and helps improve my focus. And I have been having focus issues and like executive dysfunctional issues like a motherfucker this month.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just like life being weird or if it's the lack of caffeine, but regardless, I don't care for it.
Yeah. I was going to say something and it just left my brain. I don't know.
Shake it, my
Yeah, I did really good like the first week of the year with reading because I read like a book that had been like I already finished the challenge of I was going to count it for read a book you've had forever and won't get rid of because I've had that book. I think I bought it at the first library sale we ever went to, which was like what, at least 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
And still hadn't read it. And I just was like, I feel like reading this. So I read it. And so I felt pretty accomplished there. But then I
You should.
haven't finished a physical book since. But I'm trying to read I made a mistake because
I fucked up.
my book club book is Braiding Sweetgrass. So I've been trying to read that, and it is good. I like it, but I made the mistake of getting an audiobook that was, I think it was called Entangled Lives or something like that. But it's about fungi. And so it was like a very similar subject. In fact, that author quotes Braiding Sweetgrass in his book. So I got like two very similar, like nonfiction, science-y books, which Braiding Sweetgrass is like science mixed with like, she talks about how she's indigenous, and she talks about how like her indigenous culture,
like indigenous land stewardship kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, kind of a mix of things there.
That's pretty
but
cool.
She also talks about the science of plants and stuff. So I think I just shouldn't have got both of those books at the same time.
Yeah, it's hard when, like with nonfiction, if I can't read two books that are too similar. With fiction, it's a little different. Like I don't seem to have as much of a problem with it with fiction, but with nonfiction, I struggle.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm reading Network Effect, which I love. Like it's a really good book, but I just have not been able to focus. Like I'll read a couple pages and then decide that I like have to get up right now and do the dishes or something. So, or I have to, I'm having a hard time with focus.
Yeah.
But I do love that book, and I like the Murderbot like novellas or whatever too. They're super fun. I've read or listened to all of those. I think I listened to all of them, but this one I'm reading.
Yeah, I want to read those.
It's
really good things about them.
They're super fun. They're really like dry and sarcastic, and it's just really funny. And the guy who reads the author does a really good job. And like whenever I read, like I'm reading this book now and I'm reading it in his voice because like he just did a really good job with the other ones.
Yeah. I listened to a romance novel at the beginning of the year, and it was all right. And I'm listening to another one, which is also all right. So, yeah. So I like a romance novel, but they're usually not like amazing.
Yeah, but they're like
they're nice,
fun.
Feel good.
Yeah. They're warm fuzzies.
Usually, unless they're super misogynistic. Sometimes they're really misogynistic, and I'm like, ugh.
Ew.
Why do women write this? Like they're written by women. They're like
internalized misogyny.
Yeah. Like I couldn't do that one. There was one I read where his like pet name for her was Baby Girl. And I don't know what about that. Just I was like, no.
No, she should be fully grown, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know people call their partners baby all the time or babe.
I call my partner babe.
Yeah, I don't.
I like for some reason I don't know why it just like happened, and then now I don't call him by his first name ever.
But that doesn't bother me as much as like baby girl though. Like for some reason that was just
it's gross,
creepy to me.
It's gross.
I was like, no,
I don't think so.
And there was other things besides that bothered me about it. I was like, why is your boyfriend treating you like a child?
I literally said in a work meeting today, men are cowards. So
nice.
My boss was talking about this guy that we work with, and he is a straight dick. Like he is an asshole. He's like a condescending piece of shit. But she's like, well, yeah, but when you see him in person, he's not like that. I'm like, that's because men are cowards. You're useless cowards. And her and my coworker were both like, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, what have y'all been up to? Have y'all been reading any good books?
Yeah, what's going on with y'all?
Yeah, let us know.
I'm doing Dry January. Is anybody else doing Dry January? And if so, like how y'all doing? Lola, do y'all set daily page count goals, or I just wing it?
Yeah, I just wing it
Just
as
wing it.
well. I think I would drive myself crazy if I was setting daily page count goals for myself.
Yeah, like I am so clueless. Like I don't even know what would be realistic for me.
I don't really either.
Like how many pages in a day would be doable? I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'd fixate on it.
Yeah. I think that I would just not enjoy reading
Yeah.
if I was like, I have to read this today.
And I would constantly be checking like my page count, you know, like I think I would just fixate on it and it would take the fun out of it for me, I think.
Yeah. Which that is something that I feel like BookTube for me anyway. In some ways, it can like
suck the fun out
of reading.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you have to read a certain amount, or you have to
read like more current books. You have to read a lot so you can talk about shit.
Yeah. And I'll be like thinking, what am I gonna rate this book while I'm reading it?
Yeah. Or like, how am I gonna talk about this? Or, Or you know, what items do I want to remember from this to talk about? And like that all should happen organically, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yes. But yeah, anyways, I'm doing dry January.
I'm drinking a White Claw, so I'm not doing dry January.
I am drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. But so far it's been fine. Like I haven't really given a shit about not drinking with the exception of 2 days. I had 2 days. One day I was like completely peopled out and I just wanted to like drink a cold beer. And then the other day I just had a shit day. Like it was such a shit day that I wanted to lay on the floor and contemplate my existence. And I really wanted a beer, but I had a non-alcoholic beer instead. So I stuck it out. I am going to break dry January before the end of it because we're going to an event at a brewery.
Yeah.
And your tickets include your first beer. So I'm going to drink that. I'm going to drink it.
I'm going to drink it. Yeah. Hello, Ermi Rose. I was like, I can't see.
I need the bifocals.
Getting old.
Attention deficit. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, that definitely might help with positive structure. My particular attention deficit issues are like, fuck your structure. I'm not doing that. So, but I mean, maybe it will work for you. Everybody's attention issues are different and everything, you know, different things work for different people.
That's true.
I have noticed that like setting a timer works for me. So if I set a timer on my phone, I'm like, okay, I'm going to read for 20 minutes. Or if I take like a 15-minute break from work and I set a timer for like 15 minutes, then I can focus for that amount of time. And that works for me with a lot of things with my ADHD. So like if I'm having a hard time focusing, if I'm like, all right, listen, this is a work sprint. Yeah, we're going to do this. Then that seems to help a lot. So yeah, the timer helps me a lot.
Yeah. I've also found that if I put my phone in the other room or just out of my sight and turn it on silent, that really helps because then I'm not getting distracted by notifications and I'm not seeing it there in front of my face. So that helps me too.
Yeah, that I need to start doing that because if my phone goes off, I keep my phone on silent, which helps. But if I hear it vibrate, then I have to check it. I can't just leave it alone. So I need to I'm
not as bad about having to check it immediately, but I will be like, I'll check it when I finish this chapter. And then I'll check it and be on it for ever too long.
I have to check it right the fuck now because what if something bad happened or what if something important happened or any number of things.
I feel like if something bad happened, someone would call me. Yeah. And a call is a different notification than a text or a Snapchat or whatever.
That's true. But yeah, I need to just set my phone on Do Not Disturb so only certain people's notifications come through. Because I have like 5 people on my list that can get through if it's on D&D.
Yeah.
But
how are we hanging in there? How's our reading this month so far, or has banging it down?
I mean, the panini is not awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And I work like healthcare adjacent. I don't provide direct healthcare, but I do work in the healthcare industry. So kind of lame, but yeah, it's not great.
You said,
And
is Sue one of the people that gets through?
yeah,
I am.
Yes, actually. Yep.
Yeah. It's you know,
We're fine. I mean, we're doing, we're
yeah, and it just, we both work from home, so we're very lucky in that regard,
absolutely.
that we're not having to, go out in the public
In the general public,
very much. But like, also this area is not great about, like, we have no mandates, the schools just are closed down.
Yeah, like
Perhaps indefinitely,
they haven't
because
even
there's
given
so many
like
cases.
Yeah, they haven't given a time frame. They can't find teachers. They can't find substitutes. Like the teachers are too sick to teach remotely. So
Yeah, so this area is not great. We've never had, I think, well, Springfield, like Greene County, has had mask mandates in the past, but we've never had a statewide mandate.
Well, and even when we had mandates,
our
people
governor
were
is
just
a
like,
piece of shit.
Yeah, our governor's a useless piece of shit. Yeah, he also looks like the rat character in Harry Potter.
He does, actually.
Yeah. If you look up Mike Parsons,
Peter Pettigrew,
he looks like Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing okay this month. I feel like I started taking Zoloft. And it's been great for me. It's been great for me. Because I think I had developed PMDD, which is like PMS, but way worse.
Amplified.
And so I was having a really hard time with that. And then just kind of general depression as well. And it's been really helpful for me. Thankfully, luckily for me, the first thing I tried has been working well for me so far. But yeah,
I was lucky in that way too. Like the first antidepressant I tried was helpful. I'm having like a lot of anxiety lately though. And the way that I channel that is just in like just manic energy. Like I just make things or I'm bad about organizing things. Like if I get really anxious about stuff, but yeah, the anxieties have been no bueno lately.
Yeah.
How do we get out of a reading slump? I read trash
hard.
garbage.
Yeah, same for me usually. Is I'll read like, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it trash, but just like just like fun, easy reads, like romance novels, things that are just engrossing me because I can get immediately like invested in these fake people's relationship in a romance novel usually. Just something that's kind of more brain candy, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like snaps me out of it a little, because then I'm like, I finished this whole book.
You feel accomplished. Yeah. No, I read either like zombie novels or like horror erotica to snap me out of a reading slump, and then you feel that like sense of accomplishment or whatever, and then I can continue. But
yeah. Also, just like mood reading, I think is way better for me.
Same.
Than trying to read certain books when I'm just not really feeling them.
Yeah, and just not forcing it, like, reading a little here and there and just not forcing it and kind of just letting it happen.
Yeah. Developed a bad doom scrolling habit. Me too. I was pretty bad about it. I feel like I've gotten a little better, but my problem now has been that I downloaded this word game on my phone and I've been playing it nonstop, which I feel less bad about than doom scrolling.
It's a brain game.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing a word game and I'm not like, it doesn't, because I feel like doom scrolling puts me in a shitty headspace. Because it's like, you see the funny memes and stuff, but you're also seeing
all of the garbage.
All kinds of shit, and like every bad thing that's ever happened in the world everywhere. So, that really isn't great for my mental health, I think. But playing a word game is better. Even though I'm still on my phone all the time.
It's better.
It's not as bad.
Harm reduction. We're doing harm reduction is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that betrays your sensibilities? Like reading garbage or reading like brain candy?
Yeah, if that's what you're referring to, like, I don't feel that way because I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I can enjoy a trashy romance novel and, a literary chin or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that just like goes back to like, why do you read, And if you
Mhm.
read, like, I read for entertainment for the most part, and like I'll read nonfiction to learn about shit, but like for the most part, I read for entertainment. And so if I'm entertained, I don't care. Like if it's, even if it's real silly or like gory or stupid or whatever, like as long as I'm entertained by it, I don't care. Like where I do draw the line is like if something is really like shitty or misogynistic or problematic, then I probably won't finish it. I'll probably just skip it and read something different. But like no, reading silly shit, I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. What are we each reading right now? Anything interesting? I'm reading Braiding Sweetgrass by, I cannot remember the author's name right now. Something Kimmerer, I think. But it is really interesting, and I'm enjoying it. I kind of almost wish I'd gotten the author though, because
Robin Wall
Kimmerer, because she says a lot of like indigenous words and things, and it'd be nice to hear them
actually
like hear
spoken.
how their stuff. But I checked it out from the library, and they only have the ebook available. Well, they have the audiobook, but there was like holds on it and stuff. So, and I have to read it by a week from now for my book club.
So I should
good.
go unlimited.
And then I'm listening to a romance novel called A Low Country Bride by Preslesa Williams.
Oh,
And it's all right.
It's all right. I'm reading Network Effect by whatever her name is.
Mary or
It starts with Martha
Wells.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes, that is it. And I'm really loving it. I'm just in a slumpy slump, so it's going slow, but I need to find a good audiobook to listen to. So if any of you guys have recommendations for a good audiobook, I will listen to pretty much any kind of audiobook. I'm not particular. So if you have recs, I'll take them. But yeah, because I need something to listen to while I'm working, because a lot of the stuff that I work on is it can be kind of tedious sometimes. And so I can do both, because it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like tedious, but it doesn't take my whole brain.
Yeah.
So
I can't listen to audiobooks a lot of the time while I work. I have been doing tedious stuff lately, though, because we're hiring someone, and I'm having to crew so many resumes.
No,
I hate it. I hate hiring people.
I'm glad I don't have to do it
I hate
anymore.
that I'm the one that has to
that's
do
true,
it.
because you're not HR.
Because one, I'm not HR.
You're not HR.
I am. Because
You're Susan from HR.
Because we don't have HR, and I'm everything that they need me to be, basically.
You do all.
But I just don't like making, because you have to make like snap judgments, basically.
Yeah, to narrow them down.
And I hate doing it. Like, I feel
I hated hiring people, but I hated like going through resumes and weeding people out. I didn't mind interviewing people. I fucking hate. I hate
that
interviewing
too.
people.
Have either of you read Ring Shout? I haven't, but I do have it on my Kindle.
Yeah, I bought it on my Kindle because I think it was a deal of the day at one point. Have you read it, and did you like it? Because it sounded really interesting to me. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. I just need to like get my shit together. But if it's kind of zombie, then maybe that would be what I need to snap me out of the slump.
Yeah, I have so many books that I started last year and then read like 30, 40 pages and didn't finish. So I'm like, I want to finish them, but I also am like, I don't want to get stuck in these books again, because it's not that they're bad books. Well, one of them I might DNF because it was just boring. It was like a sci-fi book that I picked up at a used bookstore a while back, and it's just blah. So I might not finish that one, but there's a few others that I want to finish. But I just like, I had a big problem with just starting books and then putting them down and never picking them back up again last year. Trying not to do that this year. So I'm going to go get another
White Claw. There's no rules when you're drinking White Claw. Totally zombie and a bit horror themed. Well, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I am gonna move that to the top of my. So last month, I wonder if any of you have read this because I still don't really know what I thought of it. I don't think I liked it very much, but
my slippers are super loud. My slippers slapping on the floor.
They're really cute slippers.
Thank you.
But have any of you read Where the Dead Go to Die? Hold on, I can find the author. I read it last month. By Aaron Dries and Mark Allen Gunnell. You guys read that? I don't know. Like the concept was interesting because it's basically like a convalescent home where folks who are infected with the zombie virus go to live out like the stages of the disease as it progresses, and then once they go full zombie, they put them down, but they let them live out their time until they get to that point. Because like in the book, you know, you get the zombie disease and it has like stages, and like you lose all your body hair, and then like your mouth starts to pull back into a smile, and like you start to lose weight and stuff. You get like fevers and nightmares, and then eventually you progress into like full zombie. And so it's about this woman who is a nurse, and she works in this zombie convalescent home, and as things are wont to do in zombie novels, shit goes awry. And it was just really fucking slow and sad, like up until, I don't know, probably like the last quarter of it, like the last 25% of it, like some action happened. But up until then, it was just like real fucking sad and slow. And I mean, the ending was brutal, but like it's a zombie book. Yeah. So it's kind of be expected. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I liked it very much. So if any of y'all have read it, let me know what you think. Because
yeah, I'm excited about because I was the one who I decided to do the arbitrary books with colors in the title.
Yeah.
Because last year I did read books with numbers in the title, and that did not go well for me. I read like 2 out of the like 20s something that were on my shelves. But I have less books with colors in the title, and I just feel like I'm more excited to read them. I put them all there, which some of them are now stacked here.
Where?
The ones in front there.
Oh.
Which some of them are now under this laptop, propping it up.
This was really good.
Those books.
I did read this.
Yeah, you've read that.
I like how you remember what I better than I remember what
Well, I bought it because we saw it at a library sale, and I was like, "Hey, you've read that? Should I get it?" And you were like, "Yeah."
That's right. That happened. That was the thing I was there for.
Yeah. So yeah. I think I might actually be able to finish that bonus challenge this year. Fingers crossed. We'll see.
If any of y'all want to do that challenge and you have a copy of The Color Purple, read that shit. It's a great book. It's really good.
Yes.
Oh, life is weird right now.
It is, but yeah. Anything else?
Yeah. I don't know what else is exciting. I'm in the process of trying to find a contractor to do some fairly significant work to my house, and that's a goddamn nightmare. But I think it's largely because I'm a woman in weehaw country. So trying to talk to contractors, it's basically like, I don't know, it's like they think I'm 5, you know?
Yeah.
So that's not fun.
It sucks.
But I am stoked to get this work done on the house if and when I find a contractor that's suitable. And here's an example of me being anxious. I came up with a ranking system for all of the contractors, and I wrote each contractor on a note card, and on the back of the note card, I wrote the 4 categories in which they can be rated, and then I'm going to score them and use the scoring system to choose a contractor. I also made a color-coded home improvement notebook because that's how I roll when I'm anxious. Hey, buddy, do you want to come up here?
And 2 contractors have already not passed the vibe check.
Failed the vibe check. Not a vibe. Not a vibe. Yeah, if I don't like them, they're not working at my house. Not a vibe. Nope. Oh, careful, buddy. Hi.
He's so clumsy.
Hi, buddy. Don't fall down. You don't want to fall down, and I don't want you to.
Try to tell him he's getting old and he needs to be more careful.
Yeah, you do. You're old boy. You are old boy. Okay, thank you. He just like put his little paw in my hand.
He's like, no, I'm baby. You are baby, but
You
also
are baby.
old boy.
Come here. Okay.
Yeah, I need to take Lily to the vet because she's due for her shots. She's in there playing Stardew Valley with Jeremiah.
Is she?
Yeah,
Wow.
she's sitting on his lap.
She likes them video games.
Mm-hmm. She likes Jeremiah.
I'm taking my cat to the groomer. I have a Maine Coon, and she's got a couple of mat issues right now. They're not bad, but she's got 2 I can't get. And I saw this TikTok video where this groomer gave a Maine Coon cat a teddy bear cut. And I'm going to have them try to do that to my cats. So that's a thing that's happening.
I can't wait to see that.
Oh my
When
God.
is her appointment?
The 27th.
I'm excited. It's not even my cat.
I'm stoked. I talked to my vet about it, and she offered to give me a gabapentin to give her to like chill her out before she goes. So I might take them up on that. I gotta come if I want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. TikTok's making me do shit.
I just saw something fall out of his hair, and he likes to sit directly under me while I'm eating, which isn't great because then I just drop food directly on his head. And I dropped mashed potatoes on his head earlier.
Did you put mashed tates on your head?
So he might have potato head right now.
Are you a tater head?
But I'll drop stuff on his head and then I try to get it off, and he won't let me get it off because he thinks I'm trying to take something away
He's
from
like,
him.
no, that's mine.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm trying to give you the potatoes that are on your
On your head, bud. Oh, please post photos on Insta of the cat. I will for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I called the groomer because we had a traumatic experience with her in the past. I took her to get groomed, and it was a vet clinic that I took her to. And I specifically said, I do not want you to put her to sleep. I don't want you to like sedate her. I don't like that. And they were like, okay, well, we'll just give her enough to like calm her down, but we won't knock her out. And I was like, cool. They knocked her out. And so I went to pick her up, and she was like, they gave her too much, I think. And she was like banging her head, like bumping her face on the carrier. And then I got her home, and she couldn't walk, and she like couldn't make stairs and like peed on the floor. And I've seen animals come out of like sedation before, and I've never seen.
Because she
They're
doesn't like.
It's safe. It's safer. And I'm like, she's like the chillest cat.
She is also declawed.
Yeah.
Like her previous owner,
Declawed her.
whoever her previous owner was,
Yeah.
declawed her front and back.
Yeah.
She has no claws.
And she doesn't bite.
So the only issue would possibly be biting.
And she doesn't bite. Like if she doesn't like something you're doing, she just like melts into a puddle and stares at you.
Stop licking the lotion.
Like that's all she does. But so yeah, it was like traumatic. I looked at how many units they gave her of the medication, and and then I like looked up a conversion chart, and I think it was too much. So I think they just overdosed her.
Mm-hmm.
But so anyway, so I called the groomer, and I was like, I don't want that to happen again. And they were like, no, we don't give them anything. We just kind of go with the cat, and whatever the cat will let us do is what we do. And you know, when the cat decides they're done, then we're done. So, and then I talked to my vet about it, and she said that she really likes that place, and she knows the owner. So we're good. That was a long story about my cat, but sorry.
Yeah, Caligula, when he had his issue with his neck, and I took him to the emergency vet because it was, of course, the weekend, and our regular vet was closed, and he was like not moving his head, and I was like, "What's happening?" And they told me he had some arthritis, like it's common with Porkies, but he hasn't had an issue with it since. But they like drugged him up there, and I felt he wasn't like banging his head on anything, but I felt so bad for him because when we got home, he was just so fucked up, and he
Aw.
was like, I think he didn't know what was happening and why he was feeling the way he was feeling, and he would just like sit and whine, and then he'd like sit, if he sat still for too long he'd fall over.
Aw.
And I was like, I'm so sorry, buddy, but he like wouldn't lay down. I was trying to get him like, just lay down, just stay still, but he just kept like pacing around and
Aw.
whining, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what to do.
You're broken. You're broken.
But after it wore off, he was fine. He was just like, I'm so high right now.
I had to stop giving Sasha trazodone before I took her to the vet because it makes her feel oogie, so she won't take the pill. She spits it out. Like, she'll smell it, and she's like, this is the pill that you're trying to Mickey me.
Yeah.
And she'll spit it out because she's a smart doggy.
Well, does anybody have any more
Any other
questions or comments? Any questions about if you got to read it? Let us know.
Let us know.
And if you missed the beginning, the challenges are linked in the description, so you can download it. If you have any problems with that, let us know. But you should be able to download it from that link.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's fillable, so you can leave it on your computer and just fill it out there, or you can print it.
Yes. Whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
I feel like there was something I was going to say, and then it just completely left my brain.
I don't know. I feel like my
You getting a half
cheeks are looking a little rosy.
What flavor you got there? Ooh, black cherry.
This is black cherry and a variety pack. This isn't my favorite. I like lime.
Oh yeah,
Lime.
lime.
And the grapefruit's pretty good.
Those are a couple of my favorite like LaCroix flavors. So I would probably like those White Claw flavors as well.
Yeah. I love the limoncello LaCroix.
I don't like that one.
Really?
It felt
I
fuzzy
love
in
it.
my mouth. It tasted fuzzy.
That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah. LaCroix. I basically just buy limoncello. I do like the lime as well.
I like the peach pear. Peach pear is my favorite. Peach pear and the lime are my two faves.
Yeah. This is like good.
Yay!
This is like what you talk about in your 30s.
Yeah, like this is
Your
how excited-
favorite LaCroix flavor.
Yeah, like we are very exciting. I feel like I'm 34, but I feel like I'm actually about 67. Yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's also because like we got to where when we go out, it was to breweries.
Yeah.
And breweries are always like early. You go there at like 6.
Yeah.
And then you leave at 9.
Yeah. Yeah. And I that works better for me
Yeah.
anyway, because like I don't see super well in the dark, like, for driving. And like also I don't want to be out late. I want to go home and I want to put on my onesie and I want to lay in my bed.
Yeah.
And
so now if someone's like, oh yeah, we're doing this thing, it starts at 9. I'm like, it starts at 9?
it starts when? Yeah, I'm having a cocktail party for my birthday tomorrow evening, and it starts at 8. And it's at my house, and I'm like, it starts at 8. So,
Like if everyone could leave by 9, that'd be great.
everyone could just come over, have a great time for like 1 to 2 hours, and then get the fuck out. No, I don't mind staying up like late every once in a while, and especially if I'm at my own house. But yeah, anymore, like I don't like to be out and about real late, and like bars are a fucking nightmare anymore.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't like bars.
there's the fact that there's a pandemic, which
Yeah.
there's that. But yeah, I
Even
don't.
pandemic aside, like bars are just not my scene anymore. Oh.
Yeah, if it's like a chill bar, I'd be fine with it. Like a
Mhm.
chill dive bar,
Yeah,
that's cool.
then that's fine.
But
But they're loud and they're crowded and there's people engaged in shenanigans. I'm too
Yeah.
old for shenanigans. No thanks.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
having
No.
a fix drunk girls' corsets in the bathroom.
I had to go elbow deep in that motherfucker. That was an ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you also make best friends with people in the bathroom.
Even
Drunk
if
girls in bar bathrooms.
Man,
no one's nicer.
No one is nicer. Yeah. The girl whose corset I had to fix was very appreciative.
Yeah.
And she cried a little bit.
Oh.
So, yeah. I don't even know her name. I had my hand full on inside of her shirt. Not her.
Just her shirt.
Just her shirt. Full on. I went in. I don't know her name. She probably doesn't remember me, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Shoot.
Homegirl fell
Doesn't
into the
remember
trash
anything,
can. Crying, it was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not judging because I've been that girl. I'm just saying.
I got kicked out of a bar for being too drunk once.
I got carried out of a bar because I threw up on the floor after I'd taken a nap on the table.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we've been there.
We've
done all that.
We've done it.
We're
done
over
it.
it.
We're over it now.
We're drinking White Claws now.
Fuck, this month I ain't drinking shit.
Yeah. I haven't drank much. I haven't because it's just so fucking cold out. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm a social drinker, so I don't drink. I drink sometimes, like on the weekends at home, but I don't really drink at my house very much.
I have a European style of drinking that I drink often. I just don't drink a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll drink most days usually, but I don't ever drink like a shit ton. So I don't ever get drunk anymore.
Yeah.
So
I think the last time I got really turnt was during a virtual book club. So I was at my house on Zoom, on like a Zoom call for book club because it was like right in the midst. It was like during lockdown. So we were doing virtual book clubs. And I literally drank all the alcohol I had in the refrigerator, which included, for some reason, I had wine. I don't know why, because I don't
like
drink wine. So I drank wine and beer and I think something else. I don't remember, but I got real drunk and I vomited.
Oh no.
Like I didn't realize how drunk I was because I was sitting at my dining room table the whole time.
Right.
I didn't really realize how drunk I was until it was like 2 a.m. and I stood up
to go
to bed and I was like, oh shit.
I fucked up.
And then usually used to be if I was puking, I would puke for hours. Like I would not drink more.
No, I could never puke in reality.
I was done.
Mm-hmm.
If I was puking, puke much like the time I puked in your bathroom.
The time we failed to take into account the ABV.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a rather explosive vomit. I did make it mostly in the toilet. So I had to like clean it up and I'm still wasted at this point.
Nice.
Cleaned up my own vomit and then went to bed and went to sleep.
That is very impressive. I like that.
Oh. I like how the fillable is auto set to different color than the prompt. Nice touch. Thank you. I was trying to just to differentiate it from the prompt as much as I could.
Yeah.
I still was upset. I was bitching to Megan earlier because I was like, it shows the fillable or it shows the boxes because I set it all to like not have a background color, not do anything because I wanted it to still look nice. And it still was showing, so I was not happy with how it looked in the end, but I didn't know any other way to do it. So I was like, yes, it's fine.
Fuck it. Yeah.
But I think if you print it, like if you like fill it out and then print it, I don't think it'll show the boxes.
It won't show the boxes in.
And I tried to like match it to the color of one of the books so that it would be, which I printed. My printer only prints black and white, so mine's gonna be in black and white printed anyway. But
I don't have a printer because it's 2022.
I have it for work.
I need to get one. I I need to get a printer because I would use it probably for like wood burn patterns. to
Oh
print
yeah.
them.
Yeah, it's nice to have.
Nice to have.
It's nice to
It's
have
nice to have.
sometimes, but mine only prints black and white, which isn't that big of a deal. But sometimes I wish it printed color, but it's okay.
It's fine. Oh,
well, it's been almost an hour.
it has been.
Should we
Might ought to wrap it up.
wrap it up?
Yeah, might ought.
Thanks for tuning in, and Gary, if you see this,
You are the
we'll be-
winner.
we'll be emailing you.
Yep.
And I hope you all enjoy this year's challenge.
Hell yeah. And if you have any questions or whatever, just let us know.
We're around. You can always. I'm on Instagram more than anything. So if you want,
I never I forget
Never-
to post on Instagram. I look at Instagram all of the time, but like I forget to post on there. So
yeah,
message me.
yeah.
I post on my story, but like, but yeah. Sorry, I just saw the.
Well, time
Well,
to head out.
time to head
Yeah,
out.
that is the Midwestern
It's the Midwestern goodbye.
goodbye.
Well, you do
and
that.
then you have to
Talk for like 20 more
Yeah.
minutes, and then you do it again.
Yeah. The other day I was on the phone with my mom and she cracked me up because I said, well, I better get off of here and get back to work. And she fully ignored me.
It's like,
Just kept talking.
Yeah,
Just like started on another story. Like, okay, I guess we're talking for a while longer.
my brother's bad about that in person. Like on the phone, he's fine, but like in person, he'll have like all three of his kids like in their coats and stuff ready to go, and his wife is like, Jesus Christ, and then he'll just stand there and just like shoot the shit for like a half an hour longer. But
Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out. Maybe I'm hoping we can start posting videos again. I need to figure out an editing situation because I don't really have a computer.
I can help with editing now because I
That
have
can-
a new laptop.
Oh.
Well, newer laptop.
I want to get a new personal laptop. I have a new work laptop, but I don't want to use it for my personal shit. So maybe we'll start posting regular videos soon instead of just doing lives. But
Yeah.
we wanted to get this out as soon as we could so people
Yes.
could start working on it if they want to.
Hell yeah.
So Quiggle says bye.
Say bye, Quigs.
Bye.
Bye. He's like, oh my God.
It's like, I hate this.
He's like, fuck both of you.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.